Hi everybody and welcome to the Daily Scopes for the 20th of October. On the 20th of October, Mercury makes a quincunx to the Moon's North Node. So this transit wants you to allow your logical, rational mind, deductive reasoning capabilities and intuition, gut feelings to work together. Because often we're either too logical or then whatever too intuitive, where we forget the facts and we just be like, oh, I'm just going to go through life and be idealistic and not see reality for what it is. And the reality of life is that yes, we can be as loving as we want to be and as nice as what we want to be, but some people will always take advantage of that. Yeah, we can always be as logical as we want to be and push down our emotions, but sooner or later we're going to have to deal with emotions, whether that be emotions of our own, over losing a job or a breakup or losing a close friend or family or a pet or anything else. So emotions are always going to be something we have to deal with, and so is the logical things of life. Like some countries always have a summer season and winter and stuff like that, so I think you get the point there. So yeah, if you just focus on logic or just your gut feelings, as I said, you are doomed to repeat your past. In order to get through this time, this Mercury Quincunx North Node energy wants you to weigh up the pros and cons of any situation or experience or relationship that you're going through, what you're thinking of ending or starting right now, rather than just jumping in without thinking with your emotions and your head at the same time. So yeah, it's best to see the connection between your past, the now and the future, rather than ignoring or refusing to see the patterns between your past and current experiences or any situations you're going through. Pay attention to detail, listen to others rather than jump to a conclusion. So yes, it is boring at times to look at the bigger picture. Still, it can become even more tiresome repeating past mistakes because you refuse to partake in self-reflection or take the good advice of others and implement it into your life to turn it into wisdom so you can make progress rather than remain stagnant and stuck in your own past patterns. Yeah, so gather all the facts of any challenge you face now, look at the deeper meanings rather than sticking to the surface. And if you're normally always looking for meaning, maybe it will be best to look for simple and shallow explanations. So if someone's rude to you, you could be, oh, why is this person rude to me? Is it because of A? Is it because of B? Is it because of C? And just go into, always looking for answers rather than just see as a surface, this person is being rude, they don't like me, and just walking away. As life progresses, we have to think about what we spend our energy on, especially our thinking energy, so you can think of solutions to your actual problems rather than get distracted in anything that you cannot change, which is anything outside of yourself. You can only control how you react to what people do to you and events in the world, but you can't control others. So yeah, this transit allows for new ways of doing things, first by using your intellectual reason to form conclusions or possible answers, and then allowing your emotions to guide you to the best solution for anything you're going through right now. Also on this day, Mercury makes an opposition to Chiron. So again, another aspect backing up that emotional and rational thoughts can get in the way of each other at this time, and past wounds may stop you from thinking clearly, or your logic can block you wanting to deal with your emotions. You may want to numb yourself to past trauma that come up now. Well, it's best not to do this, although it's easy to say it than do it. It can be hard to deal with the deep and heavy things. Your own train of thoughts or other people's opinions may make you unstable as you struggle to come to terms with current or past issues, especially those related to your communication, educational or intellectual capacities. So if you feel like you can't communicate well or you can't learn new things, and especially if you want to learn new things, or your ability to follow through in your dreams and reach your highest potential, you may struggle with that, but it's important to know that every individual has a story and your unique perspective is needed, and you don't have to follow any traditional ways of writing or speaking if you are struggling with your ability to say the things you want to or learn the things you want to learn right now. And you can create and present whatever statement or observations you have about life or anything else in your own way. You don't have to follow academic and traditional English grammar and all of that, even though people say you have to. This is allowing you to clean up any wounds you have over your ability to learn and to communicate, and also find your own voice, your own unique voice, and express that in the only way that you can. And those who are meant to hear your message will. And just remember, you are worthy. And I know that's a cliche saying nowadays, but you are. And each human being is allowed to have their own beliefs and opinions, as long as they do not intentionally harm others, because sometimes people can get hurt because we have different belief systems, so we can't always control that, but we can just control how we treat people and how we present ourselves. Now is the time to work through your lack of self-confidence and then any other doubts you have about your intellectual, emotional or creative capabilities and expressions. If you are prepared to do the hard work, listen to, nurture, understand, heal, manage, and importantly, love yourself, get the support of a professional, family or friends if need be, so you can become self-assured about your ability to achieve your highest dreams, as long as you're prepared to do the hard work needed to find success. I know that sometimes people won't support you. That's the hardest thing, because people sometimes can say you can't do it and that, but if you seek out the help of a therapist or someone else who may not be friends of or family, because sometimes they can put you down, but sometimes friends and family can uplift you. So yeah, be prepared to forgive your past mistakes, knowing it's never too late to start again, and most importantly, believe in yourself. Also today on the 20th, Venus makes a square to Pluto, so this adds a kind of heated element to the day. So there's a lot of smouldering Venus energy where people can fall in love at first sight this week. So yeah, they can be magnetic attractions to people, repulsion, so people can turn you off very quickly as much as they can turn you on, and this can cause tension in existing relationships as well, because you could just be like, I don't love you anymore, which can be harsh, but this can happen under this influence. People may want to overindulge at this time, especially because of the Mercury opposed Chiron and Mercury Quincunx North Node. People may want to run from their emotions rather than dealing with it, getting lost in sex hookups, idealistic thoughts, gossiping and socialising. And because Pluto is involved in this square, some people may take drastic action to get what they want right now, or to avoid their emotions. Affairs can start, relationships can end, and jealousy and revenge can be shown in words and behaviours. If you start anything new at this time romantically, again, it's best to check the facts rather than believe words. It's easy to fall under another spell or believe their lies and manipulations. People can go out of their way to get what they want without thinking about the feelings of others, crossing boundaries. People can cross people's boundaries, be more self-absorbed than other times. So if you feel like getting your own way at any cost, try and think about the consequences before you take actions, because you can destroy important relationships right now. This energy is best used to take some time out to meditate, listen to music, and anything that makes you feel relaxed, and to focus on your emotional or any other healing that the Mercury opposed Chiron and Mercury Quincunx North Node is calling to do. Focusing on sorting out your finances and life insurance policies and things like that. And if you need to have any discussions with others, try to be diplomatic and keep things calm and protect your personal space. And if others try and cross your boundaries, take action by being like, hey, no, sorry, you can't do that. So yeah, that's the 20th of October, and see you tomorrow.